Well, you know what this is here. This is going out to the Kirby Flasher. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. But there's a few things I have to explain in this. And I'm only making one and one only. And I'm not making them more. You Flasher, everyone knows you're a paedophile. You're on the internet as convicted paedophile. So look at, everyone knows that. Type your name in, that's it, right? Now, you're on there saying that I sent the boys down to do that. It great work that you know that. That you know that I sent the boys down to do that. When I put my hand on my child's grave, on my child's head, and that I maybe put my tummy down top of my child, that I didn't send them boys down to do that. They went down for their own free will. And I tell you why you done it for, John Flasher. I tell you why. Back and forth for the last couple of days, the boys went back here the other day looking for the Elizabeth fella. You found out they were back there. Yeah, you found out they were back there. You start making a WhatsApp, making a man of yourself. Did you, tramp? Start making a man of yourself. Say what you're going to do again. Boys said, fair enough. Send us a location. Where you living? That was beside the point. You wouldn't give it. You're afraid to give it, you wouldn't give it. But then you start saying that you're going to break up this John's house. So John told you, well, I don't live in that house. You know I'm living down in Milton Keynes. So then you know then you're told then, yeah, we know you're down in Milton Keynes with your father-in-law, you said, but we're breaking up your house. You kicked in the door and you chopped up children's photos. The first thing you went for was little baby's photo. You left John's photo alone and you went for little baby's photo, put a hatchet through the frame. You went upstairs and broke up a child's cot. You broke up every little tie she had. Didn't you, tramps? And John made it nice and clear to you, if you go to his house, what's going to happen to you. My fella made it nice and clear. If you go to your house, if you go to the house, what's going to happen to you? Leave the house alone. Now don't take, whoever's listening to this, don't take my word on this. Listen to this here. Listen to this.
It's coming. One promise I'll make to you boys, I don't want to be touching a little baby's grave. You're coming out with nothing but dirty, sick talk about dead children for the last 2 years. But a promise I'll make to you boys. And I swear me 3 children's life that I never make that back off to London. Come into the yard when the men is gone off and your grave in Roscommon will be broke to the ground. You comes in when the men is gone off and you goes hiding through the country, and this is why this is the outcome of it here. We have to go around the country looking for you. But England or Ireland won't save you, tramp. No part of the world will.
You're good, boys.
No.
What's going to happen to you, boys?
Come in when the men is there.
Boys, you're good, you know what happened to you.
Come in when the men is there, and obviously the grave won't be touched because you'll be left dead inside the yard. But come in on top of women and children and then go hiding, your grave is getting scrapped. Now don't be cowardly bastards, you dirty scary trampsy. Give us a location and we'll go to it. Tramps. Or tell us where you're living.
No, Flasher. It's not like Flasher that I don't know who you are. I know the ins and outs of you. It was only after a couple of years ago we were mixing and we were talking. And you're a man of 30 years of age. You're nothing but a scumbag and a dirty cowardly animal. Do you understand, tramp? I know what you are. And I'm gonna make you a mind of that when I meet you. Do you understand, tramp? And me, I'll make sure that before the year is at an end, that I'll go and have a cup of tea with you. You especially, Kirby Flasher, you. I'll make sure I'll have it with you. You dirty trampsy. You came in here and you broke winnies on top of children, small little babies who's lying sleeping in their bed. You broke winnies on top of them. You done it twice. Didn't you? You done it twice, you dirty scumbags. What do you think was going to happen? What do you think was going to happen, tramp? You were told to leave the fucking places alone when there was only women and children there, and you didn't do it. Matter of fact, you went down straight away and done it. You went down straight away and kicked in the door and started chopping up children's photos. So, John, whatever happened to your little brother's grave is down to you. It's on your shoulders. All of you had to do was keep away from John, an empty house with John was living here down in Milton Keynes, and you knew that because he said that. Keep away from an empty house, and your child's grave your brother's grave wouldn't get broke up. So you're to blame of that. You dirty tramp, you. You dirty fucking scumbag, you. You are to blame of your brother's grave getting broke up. And it's clearly, you can hear you clearly on this here is when you, by the way, you're following Christy. You knew John and Susan was going out here to visit me. You watched the yard here. You met Christy up the road up there. If you were out to do any harm to Christy, if you had that fucking bottle, why'd you not follow him and do it rightly to him? Why'd you do it? Because when Christy put his foot in the brake, you know, it's not seen on camera, but when Christy put his foot in the brake, all this came out of you. Back to the yard, back to the yard. Back to the yard. That's what came out of you. You came back to an empty yard and broke up places again, and broke windows on top of my children who was inside in the trailer here. The trailer have here for the girls. When my Jessica opened the door and started roaring, you took away a Bolton. Because I have it all on camera. You're a dirty tramp, yeah. Everything is on camera. And I will put it up the day, another day that I'll meet you and have a cup of tea with you. I'll put that up. Because I don't want to see your dirty rotten face on camera yet. Do you understand, tramp? You dirty fucking you dirty scumbag, yeah. Do you understand? Now listen. I'm more than you turn around and saying that you wouldn't know yourself that much. Then you go down and break up an old man's grave, not that I care anything about him down there, but I get no big story about him. Then you go down and break up an old man's grave here because your brother was getting called names. But wasn't it that your brother was getting called names at all? You wasn't allowed, your daddy wasn't allowed to bury the child down in that ground down there, wherever it is, because you was told don't bury the child. When your father's brothers and your grandfather told your fucking your scum of a father, bring that child down there and bury that child down there. When we fucking told you wouldn't do it. He shite himself and he brought him back to Waterford. He lives in Waterford. Isn't that right? He shite himself in Waterford here. We got a bit of trouble down in Waterford. He brought him down to us coming. You dirty fucking scumbags, ye. The cheeky to be talking about anybody. The fucking cheeky. He was talking about an old man going on, at that time he was going on 6 years of age. He made a fucking show of him. Bury that child down there, he said. Don't allow him to do that. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it because the scumbag wouldn't do it. As I said, he got a bit of trouble in Waterford and he lifted the child again. He was told to get to leave the child where he is. He wouldn't do it because he was afraid to come back into Waterford because in case he meets anybody inside it. That's why he lifted the child for. You dirty tramp, you. You dirty fucking tramp. And the cheeky you didn't come in here think you can beat our women and children anytime you want. We wouldn't have right men that get away with things like that. Never mind ye. And then goes away hiding. But this particular one here, you were told straight up. It wasn't like it was done behind your back. You were told straight up. Go around my empty house with my children's stuff inside it. Ye are going to get your brother's grave broke up. Keep away from my home because there's nobody in it. You were told that. And you wouldn't do it. Would you, tramp? So it's your fault that your brother's grave got broke up. You dirty fucking rotten tramp, she. It's your fault. Now don't think for 1 second that you're getting away for what you done. You're not getting away for what you done. That's the end of my WhatsApps now with you. That's the end of my WhatsApps with you. I'm going to show you one or two more things here. You said you have WhatsApps with me, whatever I'm saying. Put them all up. I don't give a fuck what you put up. Listen, now look at this. Look at this. Turn around there. Turn around.
That's what happened now.
Now listen to this.
Coming home with me. A shite, a piss. Right into his mouth. And if you don't do that, I'll bring him back in the day with a couple of hard slaps. A couple of hard slaps and kicks there. Better waking him up, wouldn't it? Goodbye now, John.
No, that's what you're at. And look at this. That's the kind of things you're saying down here. See it? See, that's the kind of things you say down. Anytime you're having a bad day, or anytime you're having I don't know, you must be fucking drugged over it or drinking. You rings and come out that kind of talk about the dead children. You're at that all the time. You're at that all the time. But you were told. You were warned and you were told for not to go around the house or your child's grave is going to be broke up. And you went down and done it. You're dirty fucking sick handicap, she. You what kind of fools are you? You dirty tramp, she. Now, anytime you feel like it, and I can stand by this when I tell you, it'll only be 4 against, you have 4 or 5 down there, and there's only 4 here. Us 4 will meet you anytime you want. Anytime now, all we need of you is a location before we get there where we're supposed to be going. That's all. And don't have the idea in your head thinking that the yard is going to be empty, because the yard won't be empty. It'll be nobody coming with us, but the yard won't be empty. If you come to the yard, you'll get inside the yard as well. Keep away from the yard and Hutch 4 will meet you anywhere you want to. Do you understand, tramps? You dirty fucking scumbags, you. Anytime you want to. But it's coming to you, and it's coming to you very, very shortly. You stepped over the line, and it's coming to you very, very shortly. And don't think shit to come back to me. Well, it is what it is now. It was what it was fucking 6 months ago, 12 months ago. Do you understand, tramp? And it was worse than that. And believe me, it'll get worse than this. You dirty fucking rotten tramp, she. Look, I've nothing else to say to you. That's the end of it. Now, I'm making more WhatsApp to none of you. And whatever you have of me there, put it up. Put up. That's the end of me making WhatsApps. I'm making no more WhatsApps to you or to anyone. And don't be shoving your tongue up other people's arse and licking it. Do you understand? Yeah. Do you understand, tramp? Don't be sticking your tongue up other people's arse and licking it. You think you're going to get a bit of a name here, breaking up stuff belongs to your own people. Let me tell you, and any man who listens to this and knows I'm talking right, you'll get no name off your own people. No matter who they are. Do you understand, tramp? And I don't know why you're not that fucking having a bit of fucking cinch in your fucking head there, the cop and that. You dirty tramp. You dirty tramp. We wouldn't let anyone get away with shite like that. We don't want no trouble with nobody. We wouldn't let anyone coming and baiting our women and children anytime they want. Anytime you feel like it. Coming and baiting our women and children. That's it. That's the end of it. I will see you when I see you. Good luck now, Kirby Flasher, and kiss my arse.